my mom and
I'm
have me
over
make
it.
soup.
I'm
I have
over
to
it. I
freaking
want to
pick
stay
up the
home.
She looks drunk. The quality that I can offer to my man is being his. Something that I learned though, if you want to get what you want, don't demand. Instead, use the art of seduction.
Hey guys, welcome again to Philippine Family Life with Leia's channel, and this is our part 2, so welcome. And again, this is Gladys Love.
Gladys on Love.
Yes, that's her YouTube channel, and this is
Life with Shay.
so please subscribe to their channel as well. So let's continue our part 2.
I've been independent since I was 18. I'm almost 25. I'm over it. I'm over it. I want to stay home. I want to be submissive. I don't want to work. I don't want to make money. I want to raise children. I want to be a housewife. I want to be happy. I want to do as I please. At home. What the is this independence? I'm over it. I'm over it.
She looks drunk. I like that she's now acknowledging that, they think, but wait, let me repeat that. When she said like, oh, I want to be at home, I want to take care of children, I want to be submissive. And if you think that you're not being an independent woman because you're doing that and you're just what do you call yourself now if you do that? Because when I saw you with your kids just today, it's not easy. If you anticipate that just being a housewife is an easy job, you got it all wrong.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's not just, you're just home, you're not doing anything. You're home and you're working full time. You're taking care of your kids, you're taking care of the house, and when your husbands arrive, you take care of your husband, and you also take care of yourself because you don't want to, you don't want your husband to come home to a wife who looks haggard, right? So think about it. If you're tired of being independent and you just want a lavish life, I think you have to also rethink if being a housewife will satisfy that. Because, as much as being a housewife is beautiful, being a homemaker is beautiful, I would say it's not easy. And I would salute to all housewives out there that get judged and get labeled as, they have an easy life, because it's not real. It's a myth. If you just experience it, good luck.
And the word just a housewife is not really, it's not really a good thing to use just.
It's
because like you
demeaning.
said, it's not an easy job. And at 25, she is definitely not ready for
Yeah.
anything. I can say that.
It's really immature, especially the way she talk, the words that come out from her. It shows her she's really immature for her age. She's 25. She's older than me. I'm more younger than her, but she's really immature. Yeah.
She sounded like the second girl that the second video.
Cried my
I'm
mom and
over
have me
it.
make me make
I'm over
soup.
it. I
I
want
have
to stay
to
home.
freaking
She looks drunk.
And I really hope that these women don't really sound like that in person, because it's condescending and it's annoying, irritating, and I don't think any man would love to hear that every day in their life. So again, it boils down to personal development. You need to be ready with not only physically, but again, it has to do more with emotional stability. And I see her as somebody at 25 who's not ready.
Exactly. Something that I learned though, if you want to get what you want, don't demand. Instead, use the art of seduction. That's something that I want to talk about maybe with you girls or in my channel, because I find it very powerful. Use the art of seduction, filtration, like it's a good way instead of like demanding and condescending towards the guy. That's such a turn off. Like, and girls have such ability to be sweet, to be kind, and to be like inviting
Yeah.
to guys, but don't demand, because that's, if for me, if someone demands for my time or demands for me to do this and that, I will not feel compelled to do it.
Yeah.
And most guys don't like to, to be with the demanding women,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Even us as women, we don't want to, like I'll give you an example, like our family, like we're Filipina. If they're asking money in demands way, we don't want to do that. We want to offer, yeah.
Exactly.
Nobody wants to give to somebody who's asking.
Mm.
It's beautiful to give to someone who's not expecting.
Mhm.
So if you're demanding something, that turns people off. Not only men, but people in general.
Exactly.
And because you also mentioned earlier about the finances, I would say that a lot of women demands like more, like they want their men to actually spend money on them, and they want more and more, right? And I would say that women shouldn't let their husbands or partners spend on them beyond his means. It should be like partnership, right? It's from the word partner. It should be partnership. Whatever he can offer on the table, and for you it's not enough. Why won't we, or why won't you work together in order for you to actually get that need for yourself? Like let's say you already have a car and you're demanding a BMW. Okay, you don't like Toyota, and obviously your partner cannot what do you call that, spend extra for that. So why won't you look for something to get that, or work together to get that, right? Not only like, okay, I want this and I want that. Nobody likes that.
Exactly, and not understanding as well if you're, complaining that, oh, my partner is not providing me enough. Instead, like, help each other to actually create together as a partner, so that you can have the things that you both guys want and need.
Let's move into our next video.
I quit at being independent. I don't want to do this shit no more. This shit is draining. I'm so ready to have a man come into my life and take care of me. My tires popped. 2 of my tires popped. And I'm sitting in my car because I don't know what the to do. Obviously, I know what the to do, but I don't want to do this shit no more. Like, I'm ready to have someone come into my life and take care of me. This shit is so draining. This independent life, like, I don't want to do this shit no more. I quit because every time something happens, I always have to figure shit out on my own, and I don't want to do that shit no more. Ya. Ya renuncio. Ya no quiero ser independiente. Ya. I want to be spoiled and taken care of, because I shouldn't have to be stressing about shit like this. I'm tired.
It's definitely tiring if you think of being strong, independent woman as being alone, doing things alone, taking care of yourself alone, doing everything alone. It's so tiring.
Yeah.
Like, for me, I was a single mom for a long time, and it's so tiring to be the provider, to be the caretaker of the kids, and also it costs me not taking care of myself. I become very sick. And that's when I realized, like, yeah, it's nice to know that you're able to do all those things, provide for your family, provide for your kids. But if you're not able to take care of yourself, like, it will, all those foundation that you build will fall apart. So good thing that she's now realizing. I think this woman needs to learn is to change their definition of strong, independent woman. What do you mean? And that's the question that, girls, it's an impromptu question that I want to throw in to both of you. Like, what is strong, independent woman for you?
I've seen a lot of video like this. I think strong, independent women, they mean it's like, they don't need a man. Yeah, and they can do everything for themselves. That's how I understand independent women, based on what they said.
I like, that's definitely what most women think. If they hear the word, oh, or if they claim to be a strong, independent woman. But I feel like that's actually totally wrong.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
is.
Like when you say strong, independent, it's like, I know I'm capable. I know I can provide for myself. I know I can take care of myself. But at the same time, I also recognize that I also want to be taken care of. I also want to be loved. And therefore, since I was able to provide that to myself, I know I can also provide that to other
You mean
people.
how we understand
Yeah.
being independent? Yeah, that's right. That's right. I mean, being independent, it's like when my husband is not around, I can also do it myself. Like, I can provide like financially. I can do I can manage things.
Exactly.
That's how I do it. But at the same time, I want to make life easier. Like partnership, we help each other. It's nice also to have someone with you, right? Like we're women. Like if we go out, someone will attack us. I have my husband with me. I like to feel safe. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I mentioned in the first part of this video, where again, this is where a lot of women go wrong, because to them, being a strong and independent woman is that you don't need a man in your life, and that's totally wrong, because again, you can be independent and at the same time have a partner, have somebody with you. I think that a strong and independent woman is a woman who is not afraid to be vulnerable as well.
That's it.
Because you can be a lady boss outside your work, at your work, with your peers, but at the end of the day, maybe the feminists wouldn't agree with what I'm going to say. We can be this strong, tough woman outside our house. At the end of the day, when we go back home, we are that little girl.
Iwan may mong tuwan-tuwan.
We, at the end of the day, we are little girl inside. We want to be nurtured. We want to be cared of. We want to be hugged and kissed and all that. So that's just a
Lahi niya yung huna-huna, dahil.
yeah. So what I was, that's basically it. Again, we can be strong. We can play strong and tough outside, but again, we are still little girl inside, and we are somebody who wants to be nurtured and cared for by the opposite gender, and that is totally okay. That is totally valid, and that is natural. It does not, again, diminish your independency and maturity because you want it to be like hugged and cared and loved.
Yeah.
So I think that a lot of women, especially the modern women, have to evaluate or have to redefine being strong and independent woman.
Yes, I love the word redefine. I think that's what a lot of women nowadays, they always want to be equal towards men and have equal rights, equal thing. There's nothing wrong with that, but I feel like a lot of girls are going too far. It's to the point that it's not healthy anymore, to the point that it makes them feel isolated and like putting a wall towards a man. And for a man, it's so hard to come close to you and to connect to you if you have that such high wall, high standard, want a perfect guy. And as you said, vulnerability is, people think that if you cry, if you become vulnerable, you're weak. But I see it as courage. If you're able to be vulnerable in front of other people, that's so courageous. I'm still struggling when it comes to being vulnerable because I was, wired in my culture that crying and expressing yourself is very cringy and it's not good. But you just have to find the right person whom you can trust to be really vulnerable with. And if you find someone who actually acknowledges your vulnerability and doesn't dismiss, that's a good sign. So, yeah. Next.
Is that the last one?
That's done.
I hate this whole like healing and like you're. Ugh, I hate it. Like it feels good. It feels amazing when you love yourself and you're doing so great by yourself and like. And, like being just strong, independent woman, empowering woman. But like at the same time, like, can we talk about how I crave to be cuddled? How I crave to just be like, can I just like kiss someone? Can I just like hold someone? Hold me. I need a big boy. But anyways, I just want to be held. And to be honest with you, like I could go out and get that right now. Like I could respond to a DM right now and be like, let's meet up, let's go Netflix and chill, and like let me get it satisfied. But that's temporary satisfaction, and we are big girls and we don't do that. We don't do that, because that's a waste of my time. That's a waste of my mental health that I'm over here trying to battle every day. And it's like, why would I do that shit? But then at the same time, I don't respond to people because I don't want to. So how the hell am I gonna find somebody if I don't want to respond to people? But at the same time, I know that they're not worth responding to. Until someone knocks on my door magically, God, and says, hey, here you go, Alo. Here's your man. Here's the one that's gonna love you correctly. And me love correctly. And just like everything, you know? And it's just fucking hard.
Yeah, you know, she mentioned again the perfect man. There's no such a perfect man, and you'll just get old and no one will knock on your door. Yeah, I'm a perfect man. That's not how you find men. She's so complicated.
Yeah, it's, you know, there is a lot of noise in the media that tells us, oh, this is a perfect relationship, this is a perfect love, this is how love should look like. And she seems to be smart enough to be able to acknowledge what she wants and also to know that she's able to get what she wants, but there's conflicting belief inside her. She thinks that if she initiate a conversation or she would respond to those people, it's wrong. It's not good for a woman to do the move. And a lot of women just wants to wait. They just want to be picked. And I think maybe that's an old belief system where we're very conservative. We're not allowed, if we make a move and try to message a guy, it's what we're desperate. And I don't think that's good. I think that would give you an edge. Like it shows that, oh, you're interested. But then she would say like, oh, I think like she doesn't want to go for that because she know that it's just a temporary thing. And you know what's wrong with allowing yourself to indulge in those things if you actually need it? Like why are we so hard toward ourselves if we want to just rest for today because we don't feel like working? Allow yourself to do that. If you just want to be held and be hugged by someone, allow yourself to do that. All this overthinking and judgment towards our action are very unhealthy as well. Like allow yourself to indulge once in a while and then step away. Ask yourself like, is this something that's healthy for me? Is this really what I want for a long term? Then instead of not really trying at all, I think you will go insane like that. Like I want this but I can't. I want this but I can't.
Yeah, because she thinks it's a waste of time, she mentioned.
But what about what you're doing right now, girl? It's a waste of time to battle within yourself. Why don't you just push, go out,
Yeah,
meet
give
someone?
a try.
Yeah, give it a try. Exactly.
I think she's stuck into this fairy tale Cinderella thing where somebody just knocks on her door and say, "Hey, honey, I'm here."
I'm going to love you perfectly.
Yeah. So this is just another girl in the video where who is not. She's still confused on what she wants really. So. Yeah, and she's really young. I don't think she's 20.
Yeah, me too. I think she's about like 18, 19, something like that.
I feel, well, one of the wonderful things of reacting to on these videos is that all these girls, finally realize that being alone is, for them, not a good thing. That sharing your life with somebody is a beautiful thing, and they all want to do that. That's all what they're complaining for, right? And I think that's really a beautiful thing that is, I don't know if they all are Westerners, but this is a positive thing that
Yeah.
people are realizing.
Starting to
Yeah, they
realize
just-
now. And I think what I can, if hopefully this type of video as well, where they can learn how they are able to really accomplish and be able to get that thing that they're craving for, is stop looking for that missing pieces of you. Because I think that's the fairy tale thing, like, oh, I want to find the right person who would who's perfect for me, who would complete me, who would make me a whole. And I think that's a slippery slope, because if you're looking for someone that can complete you, you don't really know if that person would last. Like, what if that person dies? Then you're incomplete again. So I think the goal first is make yourself whole as a person.
Yes.
So when you meet the right person, like, you two can really flourish together, can co-create and have an amazing, meaningful life. Because if you go into a relationship and you still have a lot of things that you need to work on with yourself, and you're expecting that person to be the answer to fix you, oh my God, that's gonna be a disaster.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Yeah, so girls, find whatever. If you feel broken, put yourself together and you'll definitely attract the right person for you. Maybe it doesn't look perfect at first, but there's no such thing as perfect, but there's definitely right person for each of us.
The quality that I can offer to my man is being his confidant, right? So when he comes home and he's having a bad day, I'm able to actually be there and comfort him, instead of pouting my lips and not talking to him because he's having a bad day. So he's not talking to me, so I'm not going to talk to him. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Emotional support, is that the right, or maybe wrong?
Yeah,
there's
emotional, being an emotional support
Yeah.
for your partner. And I think you touch on being empathic. Instead of reacting, like your partner come home with a very down face, low energy, instead of reacting negatively about that, you put yourself into, you understand your partner and you actually become empathic, like, oh, he must have a very hard day at work. What can I do as a
make him feel
partner?
good,
Yeah,
yeah.
to make him feel better. Give him a massage or something. Going
Like,
like, no. Massage that, because it will be tiring if you do other things.
Booty massage.
yeah, head.
Head massage.
Which head? Which head?
Yeah, and also when I based on my experience, when you're looking for someone, it's really not so good when you show desperately, like, it's
Desperation.
not desperation. It's not really good, because most men don't want when you are desperate when you get into a relationship.
They see you as emotionally weak.
Yeah.
So why would they want you? I mean, I'm pretty sure that men also want somebody who's emotionally stable. So why would they pick somebody who is like
Exactly.
desperate?
That's right.
So yes, that's our reaction video today. That's our topic. I really enjoy our topic this time. I've learned a lot. Yeah.
Me too. I also learned a lot. And even for these girls, it made me realize, like, yeah, it's thinking of being strong, independent as just being me alone. That's not going to work. And it also made me realize that, you know what, I am a mother. I have a daughter at home and I have my son. Like, how can I make my home a place of learning for them, where they know what does it mean to be strong and independent? What does it mean to be, to be able to work together with other people? I think it's so important to start that education inside the house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Thank you for this topic, Leia.
Yeah,
thank you
thank
for
you.
inviting me.
It's
I
my
love
pleasure. Thank you so much for being here in this topic. And again, this is Life with Shay, and
Gladys on Love.
yes, and please subscribe to their channel as well. And thank you for watching till the end. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
Bye. Bye.